When I get a new book, I always draw in straight lines. For at least a couple pages, I could pretend that's what I'm like. Before long, I start to scribble like I did before, 'cause it is in my mind. I can't prop up the version that I'm shooting for, 'cause it's a heavy lie. Oh, I'm the winning star champion of fucking up, like a high school rebel running out of luck. It's not a complicated code, but it's volatile. I'm running damage control and it could take a while. I swear I'm trying harder now to be what everybody needs. I'm showing up on time and saying anything to make you pleased. The whisper starts to reach back deep inside of me, that you could light the fuse. I press Control, Alt, Delete on my mental keys, 'cause there's a lot to lose. When I'm the winning star champion of fucking up, like a high school rebel running out of luck. It's not a complicated code, but it's volatile. I'm running damage control and it could take a while. Is every old man just a little kid that's giving in? Do the answers that you claim to have keep your mind from wandering? I never run out of wanting it to be the truth, but nobody agrees. I'm just a punk-ass kid who's always got the blues trapped inside of me. Oh, I'm the winning star champion of fucking up, like a high school rebel running out of luck. It's not a complicated code, but it's volatile. I'm running damage control and I could take a while. Oh, I'm the winning star champion of fucking up. Oh, I'm the winning star champion of fucking up. Oh, you keep moving, you keep moving, you keep moving, 'cause you got to. Everywhere you look there's people, but there's no one there to help you. You shouldn't have sold your soul, you shouldn't have given up. You shouldn't have sold your soul, you shouldn't have given up. But it came to you like nothing at all. Oh, you keep moving, you keep moving, you keep moving, 'cause you got to. And everywhere you look there's people, but there's no one there to help you. Oh, you shouldn't have sold your soul, you shouldn't have given up. You shouldn't have sold your soul, oh, you shouldn't have given up. But it came to you like nothing at all. They see you in the outside, and they come here in the night. They wanna know your secrets. or how you're getting by, but you don't know how, you don't know why, you don't know how, you don't know why. It just came to you like nothing. It came to you like nothing at all, like nothing at all, like nothing at all. Come on out, boys. Lenny, John, Reagan, David, give it up for these guys. This is a new record called Extra Blue and High. This is the first time these songs have ever been played. We're gonna play it front to back. I hope you enjoy it.
I know, right? It fucking rips. Mr. Lenny Eckert on the electric guitar, 6 strings.
Shelter in the light, but now I'm something that they can't touch, and one arm covers up my eye. White bones in the wind tonight, broke my teeth under the weight of the tide. Stranger, how's your life? Don't be afraid, 'cause I can't bite. Well, recently I got outran by some old busted up sedan. White bones in the wind tonight, broke my teeth under the weight of the tide. Don't you wish that you could run to a place where there is nothing to be done? White bones in the wind tonight, broke my teeth under the weight of the tide. I know how it looks, but I don't much miss ever being alive.
Welcome to the studio audience and all y'all out in the big blue world. You are watching the Myrna Soundstage. We are coming to you from the Rodney Street neighborhood in Helena, Montana. I'm your host, John Dendy. I'm thrilled to be here with Matt Beatty. His band is Ruler, and they just now rocked it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, if y'all know me, I don't gush. This is me gushing. I love the show. I did. Tell me about your band tonight. How'd y'all put this together?
These are the people I know that play music. So I asked them if they would be my band.
Uh-huh.
And they said, yeah. So we practiced the songs. And then, yada, 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 here we are.
Well, and it's not the band on the record, right?
No, there's no band on the record. I made the record with a producer in Seattle called Andy Park. And there's probably like 20 different musicians playing on there.
Oh.
Because it was just cobbled together over the years as I was able to pay for it and as people were available to work on it. Luckily, I was making it during COVID, so not a lot of people had a lot to do.
Yeah.
And because people can record at home, I was able to get a lot of like good rates on stuff.
You subbed it out.
Oh, totally. I mean, you gotta take advantage of all the amazing talent there is in the world. I can't do all that shit.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't know that. I mean, in your videos, I see you with multiple instruments. You're playing the drums in your video. You're holding a bass.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't get anybody to do that in that video, so I just kind of pretended that I was doing it. I could do it, just not as good as the people who played on the record. I demo the stuff, and then they go in and they make it better.
So you're from here, and some of these guys are from here. Helena, have you played with them before?
No.
None of these people that played this rockin' show tonight you had played with before?
No.
That's
I've
pretty
known
cool.
them, and I'm really, really happy that I got to play with them. And like, I knew everybody except for Lenny when I was growing up here.
Oh, you
and
did?
We were like aware of each other.
Huh.
I was kind of a little bitch when I was a kid, so I wasn't like a cool. I'm glad we weren't really close back then, but I'm glad that we're getting closer now. They made it happen. We had like 4 rehearsals for this, from like 0 to what we just did, and they brought the fire. So,
can y'all believe that? Really? I mean, yeah.
And some of these songs are not easy to play. Some of them are kind of straightforward, but there's a lot of small challenges in there. When I was making the first record, I tried to make it easy to play on purpose so that I wouldn't have to rehearse very much. Yeah. But when I was making this one, I didn't really think about that. So there is some stuff that's just like annoying to learn.
Yeah, there was one in particular that has like a strange rhythmic breakdown. Was that power?
It's called power converters. Yeah.
Power converters. I mean, strange in a good way. But I mean, I was thinking about I play bass, and I was watching Reagan, and I was like, wow, that's
I don't envy him.
It's not intuitive.
No, I first recorded that bass line. That song started in the apartment. I didn't like play it all the way through. I just made a loop and put it in the song. Stoned out of my gourd. Yeah. And then never played it again.
So we're starting with tonight. We're going to work our way backward to when you're a little bitty baby. Little bitty baby.
I used to be much smaller. I was like...
Yeah. How long have you been back in Helena, and why don't I know you?
It's been like 1.5 years, I think.
Okay, that's not that long.
Why don't you know me? I'm not like very good at meeting people. Mm-hmm. So being a musician is really convenient because you have an excuse to meet people and get together with them. Like, so now we've met, right. We'll probably spend more time together. But if it wasn't for this, I'd just be at home ruminating and having panic attacks, and that would be all I did. Yeah. So I'm really glad I learned how to play music.
Music is a great way to be in a social place without having to actually interact. Like, it's much better to play music at a party than to be at a party. Because you know your role.
When I go to a party,
there's nothing risky.
Do you need any help with anything? I can run out. I would prefer if I run out rather than stay here and try to make up something to talk about.
Have you played out since you've been back in town here?
I did one house show. But this is the first time I've played in a band. It played like a ruler set with a band since the pandemic. So
in Seattle, which is where you were before, right? Mm-hmm. Did you play out much there?
I tried to play like once every 3 months. The difference between Seattle and here is that in Seattle, people kind of just take live music for granted. Mm-hmm. I should probably not talk shit. I guess it's probably true here too, but I don't know yet. If you play too often, people are just like, I could go see them anytime. So you gotta like space it out. Yeah. You can't just play every week.
Yeah, I'm doing better than I used to on that, but I still like playing out.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, that's why going on tour is such a delight to get to play every night. I love to play. I wish I could play every day. I would play a show if I could. It's so fun.
Open my eyes on a sunny day. Did not know where I had been. Since I last saw you, the seasons changed. wasn't keeping count. I wanted to keep the dream alive and shut the system down. I won't realize while I was throwing my life away, counting on a second chance. Could have collected my hard-earned pay, but now I'm in the red. I spent it on a cash advance. You're fucking up. Oh, you're fucking up right now. You're fucking up. You're fucking up right now. I know it's tempting to give it up, wondering what's the point. You always lose sight of what you want. It's on the other side of waiting for your heart to join. You're fucking up. You're fucking up right now. You're fucking up. You're fucking up right now. You're fucking up. You're fucking up right now. You're fucking up. You're fucking up right now, 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 now. Oh, I want you to have a price tag, so I know how much I need, so I know that you won't be ever taken away from me. Instead, I earn you every day, and it's never easily. I'm always scared and prepared for the worst possibility. That I did something to push you away, or lost sight of what I wanted to be, or said some shit that I just shouldn't say, or I simply lost your eye. I know what it's like to lose a lot and not get what I need. Through the years, all my fears have shown up consistently. If I could ask for just one thing, to become a guarantee, is that none of my shit ever gets caught up in between. 'Cause I want this more than everything that everyone knows I wanted to have. So don't give up when it starts to feel bleak. We'll make it if we try. I guess maybe I'm just getting old, but it's not how I thought it'd feel. It's not so bad to finally feel something real. And all those dreary days and all the wasted time brought me here to you. So I don't even mind that it sure took long enough for me to grow and see that Let the best things come when you're done feeling sorry. The truth in time always feels obvious, but as a hell of a time of earning your trust, I'll always take just what I can get. In this case, it's a lie.
Did you play out when you were in high school, like as a young person?
Yeah. I was in a band called Fat Baby. We would play like cover songs and, we were just learning how to do it. And back then I didn't have the balls to actually finish a song. So it took forever to get to that place. But then once I figured out that you just have to make decisions, then it just became an exercise in being uncomfortable to get to a place where you have a song, and then it feels really nice.
You're a potty mouth.
Yeah. I don't feel like in this context it is unprofessional. Mm-hmm. So I kind of indulge in it.
I haven't made very many records, but there were some curse words in my first one. I was heavily advised to take them out. But that was in the olden days when you were still trying to get on the radio.
Yeah, I don't even bother making radio edits of this stuff.
Right.
Because I've gotten airplay on big radio stations and it doesn't do anything. Huh. You know, like the first record got a 7 something in Pitchfork.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing, Pitchfork.
Everyone was telling me like, oh man, this is it. Watch your streaming numbers. Nothing happened. Except like, you know, everybody I know was like, congratulations. Right. But as far as like butts and seats, it didn't do anything. So like radio, press, it's like not effective for me for some reason. So I just don't really care to cater to it. The most effective press I ever got was being in the Independent Record for this show.
Was it Marga Lincoln?
Yeah, she was a delight.
Oh, she's a total delight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to get to the record here in a sec. Is there a lyric that you sang tonight that just gives you joy every time you sing it out of your mouth?
The song Fucking Up was started when I used to be a window washer and I was working with somebody. Man, this is a random story. The window washing company gave us all these really nice Filson bags for like a holiday gift or something. And I was like, I'm going to use this Filson bag for my rags for window washing. And one of the other window washers said, man, you're fucking up right now. And I was like, true. That's not a good use for this bag. And I like the way that sounded.
Yeah.
So I just think of him every time.
You put the record on. The first song's called Drag. It's the order you played them in tonight. So is it in the order
we played? It's just the record front to back.
Yeah, this guitar riff comes on, and to me it's like, shut up, stop what you're doing, listen to this. I mean, it's just like, really. Yeah. I was thinking about something else when it started, and I shut up in my brain speak and just paid attention. And then later there's a really, I don't know, is the word saturated? People use the word saturated about guitar tones. There's one really later in the record, like maybe 8th or something, where it just comes out. It was right after Nothing's Gonna Make You Happy, which I love.
Thanks.
And you said, okay, enough of this shit. And then y'all all play guitar, and it was just like...
Oh man, it's the best feeling.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
When that grabs me, when it's just like, and I'll make this sound.
Yeah.
You know, what is that?
That's fucking balls to the wall rock and roll, my friend. That is how it's done.
Yes, I see that. Yeah.
I don't know what you'd call it. No, I don't know.
Yeah. Like the breakdown with the harmonies. They come in, it's so pretty. We're talking about drag now.
Oh, right.
Back to drag.
Yeah. I've always loved stacking up harmonies in the studio. I got to know a guy when I was making this record named Eric Walters, who's a really good singer. He actually sings on part of the record. And he was making a record for his band called Silver Torches. And I went into the studio one day and he had stacked up harmonies that sounded like that, and it was really impressive. And so I knew I had to up my game a little bit. And that's why I did that. Was just because I didn't want Eric to think he was better than me.
I almost never ask about something like this, but when I listen to Broken Teeth, and especially after you sent me the lyrics, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to do it. Like, where did it come from?
The answer is not what you think it is.
Well, it seems really specific. So where did it come from?
I was taking a jog, not to brag, in Seattle, and I saw a dead possum. And all of its teeth were cracked up, and it was like partially decomposed, and its bones were out. And it just looked so peaceful. And I have all these worries and like this shit I gotta take care of, and this dead possum is just like, fuck you. I don't have to do anything anymore. I don't have to look for food. I don't have to go through garbage. I don't have to worry about getting run over, because I was, and now I'm all good. That's what the song's about.
Oh man, I am so glad I finally asked that where did it come from question. Mm-hmm. Price tag.
Yeah.
Instead, I earn you every day, and it's never easily. Always scared and prepared for the worst possibility.
Right.
Can you say that in just sing it for us a little bit, because it's better in cadence.
Instead, I earn you every day, and it's never easily. Always scared and prepared for the worst possibility.
You see what I'm talking about? So that is perfect. Why is that? What's different about it or special about it? Why is it so perfect in my mind?
Because it's just really good. I don't know. Why is it?
It's a good melody. I mean, it's a really interesting melody.
When I'm writing lyrics and melody, I just kind of sit there and wait for it. I don't really think about how I'm gonna do it. It's got to feel good to sing. So that's like the test.
Yeah.
I think if it feels good to sing it, and it probably feels good to listen to.
Nothing's gonna make you happy. Mm-hmm. This is a great song. It has my favorite rhymes in it. Mm-hmm. Fathom and land on.
Yeah. That's one that when I sang it and realized it was gonna work, I was like, I'm fucking good at this.
Do you listen to rap?
Sometimes.
Do you feel influenced much by rap?
No. To be honest with you, I don't really listen to music very much. I listen to a lot of like ambient sounds and a lot of like my old demos.
No.
But for the most part.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. It's true. Huh. That's why I make this stuff, is so that I can listen to it. It's like all custom made for me.
I've never thought of it that way in my life.
Yeah?
No,
really?
I haven't. I've never thought that.
It's perfect. You know, like you have the ability to make it exactly the way that you want it to be when you play it back. I mean, maybe not exactly, but you get to get closer than you do when some random jabroni making a record, you know, so.
I was young, I was so good. I could ride like a big machine, running fast like a soldier on my own retreat. I was in for a long ride. I was in for a big surprise. Underthought it'd be over someday, someday. Now the cruel wind has returned, and I can feel like I did back then. Dress it up like a preacher when this day is soon to end. Life is burning so quickly. Take a breath and then let it
waking with an aching in your chest. Make a plan to lay this rambling, worried heart to rest. Chase down every lead that you can fathom, and find that you've got nothing new to land on. 'Cause nothing's gonna make you happy. Nothing's gonna make you happy. Make some money, make some people laugh. Sit around and tell yourself the feeling's gonna pass. And fill your belly up with beer and whiskey, and find that you still can't escape your history. 'Cause nothing's gonna make you happy. Nothing's gonna make you happy. Waking with an aching in your chest, and make a plan to lay this rambling, worried heart to rest. Chase down every lead that you can fathom. Find that you've got nothing new to land on. You find that you've got nothing new to land on. 'Cause nothing's gonna make you happy. Nothing's gonna make you happy. Nothing's gonna make you happy. Nothing's gonna make you happy.
All right, enough of that shit.
Thought I must have had a tumor in my head or something in my blood. This can't be the way people feel every take my pulse. Vital signs are in line. Man, he should be feeling fine. Why do I feel strange? Tried to tell myself that folks out there got it much worse, but the best one-liners didn't do shit for the hurt. Do you motherfuckers know I won't tell that I won't give up? Maybe we can just fight till
do you have a whole nother pile of songs sitting there ready for a next record?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to sound like this?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
This record changed so much from when I started to when it got finished. I was amazed. I went to Andy when we started making the record, and we made Nothing's Gonna Make You Happy first, and I was like, I want to make a lo-fi hip-hop indie record with lush strings on it. Let's just do that the whole record. We did it for one song, and then we were just all over the place from there.
Huh.
So my intentions on what it's going to be don't usually say much about what it's actually going to be.
And how does that change? I mean, what happens?
When I'm writing or I'm in the studio, I'm looking to satisfy a restlessness inside me that never goes away. And it's not always like going with the design, the original idea. You know, it's just whatever it happens to be. So the next record could be just an acoustic guitar in a room, if that's what pokes that part of me.
Speaking of which,
right?
No, I'm just kidding. Ruler is a really good band name.
I know, right?
Yeah. What struck you about it? Why Ruler?
Well, I've always had kind of like low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And like negative self-talk. So I wanted to have a name that was sort of more positive sounding and that looked good on a t-shirt. And so when I came up with Ruler, I was like, it's kind of a cool symmetrical word. Mm-hmm. Makes you feel good. It's like, yeah, that's as much as I thought about it. I just jumped on it.
Well, it's really good, and it's hard to name bands now because there's been a lot of bands, right?
Oh, yeah, there's like 6 other Rulers.
Oh.
If you look me up on streaming services, all the other Rulers get like populated onto my page. So a lot of them are rappers, but there's one really good one in Japan that's like a garage rock trio, I think. That's the one I recommend.
We're lucky to have you back, Matt Beatty. I want to tell you people something. When I signed up for this is what I thought it was going to be like. I've had a great time talking to Matt Beatty. His band is Ruler. They played the Myrna Loy tonight, and it was terrific.
Thank you, John.
Matt, thank you.
Oh, tell me that you're scared. Tell me that you're petrified. Being unprepared and being taken by surprise. But I don't need another fan keeping me occupied. But here it comes again to tell me that it's all a lie. And I am on my way, taking what I can. It's all a lie to say it's just pretend.
Thanks so much.